guys, just wanted to give you an update about Benjamin. He's changed his name to Wilfred Patrick. We left off on the last video where he wanted me to join Hangout, and I told him that I didn't want to have a secret relationship. I asked him about a picture of his oil rig and what his job is, and I would like to know. And that was on April 22nd. On April 27th, I didn't want to assume that he was South African. However, a majority, 9 times out of 10, they are the scammers. But even if he weren't, I wanted him to respond to it some way, shape, or form, whether or not he thought it was, he knew what it was, or whether or not he knew that I caught on, or even if he just inquired, asking me, how did I know about that, or whatever. So I got no response on the 27th. On May 7th, I sent him a message stating, you've been quiet. Still nothing after a few days. So on the 10th, I sent him a GIF with a little ghost, and I said, ghosting me. You must have found the poor old lady to scam. What's the matter? You can't get out of Scotland? They want you to pay a fee to leave? Your bank requires fees to take money out? Scammer. Then I said, oh, you changed to another fake name. Because that's when I realized somewhere around the time from the 10th to the 31st, he had changed his name to something else. So he's probably out scamming somebody else. He probably knows I know. So he's not responding. But anyways, I blocked him. So he's off the list. And then over the last few days, I've gotten some message from Aaron Brain. Yes, that's right. Aaron Brain. Joined April 2023, 126 followers. By the way, when I first checked this morning, he had 122 followers. Now he has 4 more followers. So I don't know if these are people he's scamming that are not yet knowing about him. But I am currently following him right now. So that will drop once I block him or unfollow him. Okay, I'll probably unfollow him and then block him. Okay. And then he first, it sounds like he's using Chat GPT, I think that's what it's called. The AI system for creating bullet points and paragraphs and sentences and, letters and things like that. It sounds like he's using it because this was too eloquently made, and the grammar is really good on it. So usually the grammar is not that good, but with that, I'll go ahead and read it to you. What a nice and sparkling smile. I wouldn't trade that lovely smile of yours for anything. He didn't capital letter, use capital for the I, but it was well written. I don't know you. I was searching for an old friend when I stumbled on your profile. I got entangled in the wonderful smile. Couldn't stop myself from saying hello. Please always wear that smile. Thanks. And then look, guys, he put a little heart underneath. Oh, how so sweet. How sweet he is. You're welcome. Where are you from? Kentucky. And you? That's a nice place. I'm from Sweden, but presently working in Belgium. Nice meeting you here. Why are you working in Belgium? What do you do for a living? Belgium. Yeah, because he didn't read the question or didn't understand how to answer it. I'm a project director of medical issues. I work under World Health. This is where the grammar got really bad. This is where you can see that is not a title for a job. Project director of medical issues. Okay. So Just going to give you a little synopsis. I am playing a character, a role. This means that I'm going to use aggression and I'm going to use opinions that may or may not reflect my personal opinions. So this is a disclaimer. I am not in any shape or form trying to offend anybody or upset anybody with my opinions. So please do not take these to heart, and please know that I am respectful of other people. I don't normally put political issues out there. I don't normally express that on the social platforms that I'm using. Okay? I do have an opinion. This may or may not reflect this opinion. So just know that I respect others and will respect you. Oh, and I do put political stuff out there, but not on YouTube, if that makes any sense. So here we go. Be warned, discretion is advised. Here comes the aggression and the conspiracy. So let's go. Now, when I asked him this question, you work for who? I was pushing a button that I didn't know whether or not he'd know the answer to. We all know that the World Health Organization's acronym, or rather abbreviations, are WHO. However, if you are a scammer, you'd have to really you'd have to either know that by Googling, or you might not know what it means right off the bat. So I was trying to get some sort of reaction to this. I was trying to get him to either repeat what he said, because he may not have known World Health Organization's acronym was WHO, or I was trying to get him to confirm that's who he said he works for. So, all right, here we go. He gave it a little heart. How sweet. Yes. So what do you do for work? Now, I'm playing a character. I am a receptionist, and I also work at the local grocery store. As a receptionist, I usually tell them that I work for the police department as a receptionist, and it usually makes them go away. I may or may not put that into some of my comments down the road, but in this case, I'm going to answer this question generically, and then I'm going to provide my opinion about the World Health Organization. As a character, my opinion as a character. Okay? So please do not get offended by anything I am saying. I am just trying to portray a character. I work as a receptionist at the local grocery store. I don't like WHO and refuse to be associated with that communist organization. It's all a part of the World Economic Forum and their guidelines to control the population. They want to remove our freedoms. One recently is when Biden signed over our medical rights to them. You work for commies. Okay, now again, I'm portraying a role here. By the way, your title, Project Director of Medical Issues, does not exist. Please tell me what you really do. This is where it starts to get weird. Project Director on World Health Organization, piloting the affairs of newly approved jobs. That is not a title. That is not a specific job. Are you married with kids? Yes. So you're not the Director of Medical Issues? What does piloting the affairs of newly approved jobs entail? Now this is where he gets all discombobulated. Piloting all new approves World Health Organization project of all new approved job approved by the World Health Organization. Good morning. Interesting. And then I get a little heart again. How are you doing today? Good. It's raining terribly here. Power flickering. Okay. Would you mind if we could be friends? I'm not, and this is where I respond. I'm not one to be, this is where I flip-flop. I tell him no, but then I want him to respond. So I ask him questions. So here we go. I'm not one to be sending private messages with anyone. You work for a communist organization. Are you aware of their practices? Are you on the leadership team of who? He doesn't answer my question other than I work with the management team. Are you also a doctor? Okay. This is where I did a little research. There isn't a management team. It's all regional directors and leadership, and they're all doctors. And there's not, I even checked careers, and careers, I'm just not sure that is, I'm not sure that is actually legitimate, what he's saying. Management and leadership. Okay, so let me see what's going on here with the, to be a director, you have to be a doctor. So I did ask the right question. I asked him, if he was a doctor. I have not heard back. But I'd like you to stay tuned because this is going to get good because I'm going to keep it going for as long as I can. The goal is to waste his time. The goal is to kind of let him think he's got me, and then I'm going to turn the tables. Unfortunately, with Twitter, I cannot provide a Grabify URL link to get him to click on. I'll try it again as we move forward. I'll create a link, tell him more about the city, a city in Kentucky, and then I'll grab a picture, a URL picture from it, and then I'll put it in Grabify, of course, and I'll try to see if I can get him to click on it. So then I can prove that he's with Nigeria or has a VPN. And usually the VPNs from the scammers are out of the Georgia area. So just know that that's probably what we're going to see as we move along. There's also a couple manuals out there for scammers. I'm really not going to entail that, but if you want to know more about the manuals, you can go to scamfish.com's website and you can look up some of their stuff. They've got some really interesting videos on YouTube, and they're really great to learn what these scammers, how far they go with people. And unfortunately, people are falling for it because they're lonely or they're looking for somebody, and they truly in their heart believe that person is a scammer, or not a scammer, a real person and not a scammer. So I'm going to end this here. I'm going to probably in the next few days upload another video from another scammer that I just got. There's not much going on right there with this one, the new one that I got. So I want to wait till I had a little more content before I shared it with you. I'm really not good at this, guys, and I wanted you to be aware. I wanted people to know what's going on in the world. And I feel like we as consumers and hard workers, we need to be wary of where we put our money. And I think it's important that you know some of the signs and they will use different techniques, but it's all out of a manual. And I just wanted you to know that. They go down a list of questions. They use Google. They don't use Grammarly. If they are using Grammarly, they're not using it very well. And also, they may be using GTP or whatever that is to create their responses. I just wanted you to be aware. So that's when I keep this saga going. I know I only have 20 subscribers. Like the ones you like. Share the ones you wish to share. And know that as soon as I can figure out how to edit, even with this new editing program, it doesn't seem like it does it for me. I'm hoping one day soon I can get a MacBook and just start doing it on the MacBook. Because I think there's a lot more editing programs that are installed on the MacBook that I can use that would probably be wonderful. So, thank you again, and you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.